Good evening, guys. Welcome back. This is your GEST IDC August Grand Finals, and we are here with two teams, both sponsored by GGnet for the GGnet Esports Tournament. No corruption, I swear. Nothing has been fixed. This is just pure coincidence, pure GGnetception, and we have got iZone on the Sentinel team up against iDeal on the Scourge team. A quick talk about their roads to this point. iZone in the semi-finals managed to take down a tough tie opponent, a wildcard team, Hurt Me Not. Back in the quarterfinals, they managed to have a great comeback against inv-red. inv-red put up a hell of a fight. They got ahead. They were leading the way. iZone pulled back. They made a comeback. They ended up winning the game with a Divine Rapier on Morphling. That was in the quarterfinals. iDeal, on the other hand, they went through Mineski in the semi-finals, as well as G7 in the quarterfinals. We managed to stream both those matches. In fact, G7 went down to a lone druid sort of push, and then even in the semi-finals, it was another push strat. iDeal went for the push, and it worked. They had some really strong lanes. They managed to win most of the lanes, and they upset Mineski. They managed to pull a fantastic upset. Anyways, guys, am GoDz from GoDz. What really matters, though, is the two teams. We've got iZone and iDeal. This is your Grand Finals game number 1. We're going to hop into this game. We're going to get things underway. The bans and picks, they're underway. We have got, on the Sentinel side, iZone, GGnet, they have the second pick. On the Scourge team, iDeal were the ones with the first pick, banning out the Lycan, the DK, the Rubik, then later on the Thrall and the Sand King. iZone, GGnet, banning out Prophet, Lone Druid, Shadow Shaman, Chen, and Leshrac, banning out a lot of those pushing options, but what they do leave in the pool is the Naga Siren, which gets instantly snapped up. First pick by iDeal, GGnet, they'll be probably running that in their tri-lane. In return, what do iZone get their hands on? Well, it's a Joven Sanity Invoker. We are going to see Joven playing his trademark heroes. He's going to be on the Invoker. He is going to be an absolute beast, and that's something to really look out for. He's going to be the one looking to set the tempo. He loves to go the Exalt build. He'll be planning Sunstrikes around the map. Then in the mid-game, using those AoE nukes, dropping the Meatball, comboing that with a Cold Snap, a Deafening Blast, and looking to just wipe heroes off the map. A really nice way of dealing with a Templar Assassin. Maybe not early on in the laning stage. Templar Assassin with the better damage can come out on top there, but we'll see how things go. Mentioning Templar Assassin, that was the second pick with the Earthshaker for iDeal. Looking to pick up some defensive laning heroes. They get the Earthshaker as well as later on a Windrunner and a Puck. So that rounds off your iDeal lineup. We'll quickly skip through the rest of their draft. So we're going to have ES as well as Windrunner probably playing support. Unless it's a Naga Siren support, this looks like an ES Windrunner Naga Siren tri-lane. We'll have to see who's farming. It's probably going to be the Naga Siren. Templar Assassin probably going to be in the middle lane, soloing it up. Puck can go down bottom. They can run dual lanes. They can do ES with the Puck, but I think more likely than not, they'll want the killing power of a tri-lane, especially a hero like Naga Siren, who does have killing power with an Ensnare, as well as the Riptide. There's a lot of potential to get kill after kill there if they get the steamroll happening. So they'll want to put those heroes probably all together just for the sheer killing power. Sure, it's great to have those strong dual lanes with an ES Puck. Makes Puck a lot harder to kill and make sure Puck can get some XP. Naga Siren can probably farm with just the Windrunner support, but there isn't much killing potential there. Meanwhile, for iZone GGnet, they pick up a Morphling, Darkseer, Crystal Maiden. They're going to be running the Morphling as a carry. As I quickly sort of peek on over at my little notepad, who is playing who, making sure I get these names correct. Morphling is going to be... Oh, no, can't actually check. It's going to be in the hands of 10. It's Paul. Paul is going to be playing the Morphling. We've got Joven, of course, playing on the Invoker. We have got the Captain, Kel, playing the Ancient Apparition. We've got SK or Atong playing the Crystal Maiden. Then finally, on the solo, is going to be Yue playing that Darkseer. So we're going to see what iZone GGnet can come up with. They are the team representing the Philippines over on the Sentinel side. Over on the Scourge team, the Thai team, the GGnet counterparts from Thailand, part of the GGnet family. We have got the Puck being played by Up. He is heading up to the top lane. Quite a coincidence that is. BZ heading towards the mid lane. He's playing the Templar Assassin, a hero he's played time and time again in this tournament. A player on the hard carry role, very familiar with this role, been playing it time and time again as well. TF playing the Naga Siren. We've got Windrunner in the hands of SD. And then finally NN playing the Earthshaker. So we'll see the tri-lane at bottom. It's going to be tri-lane versus tri-lane. They're looking to sort of shut down the Morphling farm. Will it work out? Oh, it's a risky ploy, I have to say. Ancient Apparition came all the way top. I imagine he'll head back bottom. He can't really do much with the Darkseer in a dual lane. So we'll see. AA probably swing towards bottom. Tri-lane versus tri-lane. CM and AA both fairly squishy, but the mobile Morphling is the hero who's going to be in the front line. So it's going to be hard to get to those heroes without going past the Morphling. And it's going to be costly. If they get those, if they go for those kills, they may sustain their own losses. And I imagine we'll see a bit of kill trading at bottom lane, or we'll see no kills at all, depending on how aggressive they want to be. But this is your grand finals, game number 1. This is where all the marbles count. This is where everything matters, and we're going to see probably both teams playing a bit cautiously, unless they're really confident, unless they want to really take it to their opponents. But I imagine the nerves are really getting to these two teams. iZone, I mean, as far as pressure goes, this is a team who are very familiar with being in the grand finals. However, they're a team who have time and time again not come out on top. They have finished second place in 3 or 4 different GESTs. They finished second place in at least the last 2, maybe even the last 3 GESTs. So they want to come out on top. They're going to be nervous. They're probably also in some ways confident because they're versing a team who they consider themselves probably to be favourites against. iDeal have not been a top team by any means in these GEST IDCs, so they're probably thinking they're the favourites going into this, and I have to agree, they're definitely the favourites. And that's going to be, I mean, that could work for them or against them. It'll give them some confidence, but it also means they can't take their opponents too easily. They have to expect anything, and iDeal, having beaten Mineski, are not a team to be underestimated, as we do see this Trial versus Trial, just throwing down some chip harass. It looks like they're not going to go all in aggressive. In fact, they're just throwing a Nova here and there. We may see ES just drop some fissures to harass as well. It means that they're not looking to get the kills right off the bat. They just want to chip away at their opponents, get a laning advantage. If you harass them away, get them slightly low on HP, then it's more likely that Morphin can get the farm going. You see Naga Siren. This is some very passive play, just popping the Riptide to farm. Not even saving it for kills, just popping the Riptide, backing off, not even going into those last hits. Really worried about the range series. All 3 of these heroes with ranged attacks. CM and AA with full 600, Morphling with just 350. This is not going to be an easy lane for Naga Siren to get farm against 3 range heroes, hence the Stout Shield, hence the damage block. Could even go for the 4-man shield, although I imagine it'll be a fast bring of health into a Vanguard. You really need the Vanguard against this side of the lane. Already harassed, Fissure goes down, CM blocked off, and this is the kind of passive harass which I've been talking about. Well, it's not so much passive, but this is just it's passive in the sense they're not actually going for kills. They're just forcing out their opponents to use spells. CM drops the Nova, they pop a Cold Beat, and it forces ES to use the Fissure. If ES doesn't use a Fissure, well then the central side get a kill. But that's not going to happen. They're just forcing out a Fissure, testing the waters, seeing what the enemy team, how they're going to move, how they're going to react. And right now, it is iZone having a good idea. This Naga Siren is really desperate just to farm and use up his entire mana pool just to get whatever farm he can get. He's already out of mana, so that means, if anything, iZone have a slight edge here because they know that Naga Siren cannot use the Ensnare plus a Riptide. He's going to have to be playing very, very defensively in this bottom lane, which is, well, that's alright. iZone can either use that to just use that to outfarm their opponents, or they can use it to get kills. This is a bottom trial lane which iZone currently are going to come out ahead of, unless they do something too aggressive. So they may just play the more safe route, which is to just go for look to outfarm their opponents. If they want to go for the kills, well, it could bite them in the ass, or it could really work out well for them. So we'll see what they want to do. Mid lane, Invoker, 7 creep kills to Templar Assassin, 6-6, so more denies for Templar Assassin. Pretty much even in terms of farm. Templar Assassin with the XP lead. Looks like another Fissure was dropped at bottom lane. Didn't catch that one, but probably just to stop the advances of these harassing heroes. Top lane, Puck up against Darkseer, 10-2 CS for the Puck. Darkseer with 14-0. Darkseer should have a good time. Puck cannot do a huge amount of damage in harass, and this Magic Stick will help keep him healed up. As so far, so good for both these two teams. Neither team having made any mistakes, and that's what you'd expect come grand finals times. It's tense, but neither team wants to make mistakes. And uh-oh, the first blood, could it come at mid lane? Is there going to be a Sunstrike? He's popped down the Chaos Meteor, done a heap of damage. Here comes the bottle. He may be looking for vision here. There's bottle up. Templar Assassin will be okay. He's got the refraction, so it would block the Sunstrike anyways, which is what he's banking on. Invoker probably wants to get his own bottle, start bottle crawling himself. The career actually went bottom. That's costly for the Invoker. If he wants his bottle out, it's not going to be there as of yet. It was bringing... Sentry was by the looks of things. Fissure. Uh-oh. This is not where AA wants to be. He's been blocked up. What a great Fissure. First blood goes with iDeal. Naga Siren cannot go down. There's too much survivability. He's got himself a Magic Stick as well as the Mortengo. So this is a great build to go up against the Trial. The Magic Stick is a core item. Magic Stick was brought out to the Crystal Maiden. That's what the CM brought out. The Magic Stick being bought in Trial versus Trial lane. Magic Stick is going to be the key item. But right now, iDeal are the ones who come out on top with the Magic Stick on both Naga Siren as well as Windrunner. They get the first blood. They get ahead. They are edging out their approach in the trial lane, which I was saying iZone have the slight edge in. Now I've got to say, I stand by that. I mean, it is Morphin who should be out-farming the Naga Siren, and that, ooh, well, it's only a couple CS ahead. In fact, 1 CS ahead, so it's very even apart from the kill, and it's now iDeal who do have the edge there. Mid lane, Templar Assassin does have the better last inning, 12-11. against 15-1. It does mean that Templar Assassin is leveling up faster, but it means that Invoker farming just as well as Templar Assassin, which is what Invoker wants to be doing. He's going to bring out what looks to be a magic wand as well as a magic wand recipe. Bit of a mistake there coming out from Invoker. Didn't want to buy both of those, but hey, you reap what you sow. And Invoker getting a bit too greedy there for the magic wand charges. You don't want to go double magic wand. This is the kind of mistakes you can't have happening in the grand finals, but it's just a small one. He's going to sell that off. And he actually goes all the way to the shop there just to sell that off. He's avoiding this mid lane. He does not want to be up against this Templar Assassin, who does have level 6 now. Boot's probably going to be flying out fairly soon. And then it's going to get hard. Then it's going to be problematic. Crystal Maiden, Ancient Apparition. This bottom lane is really looking to heat up. I mean, there's no actual kills apart from that first blood, and this is in 5-6 minutes, but you can just see both teams really concentrating, putting their all into getting the perfect positioning so that they don't get caught out, especially because Sunstrike could come flying in. We've yet to see Joven drop any Sunstrike looking for kills at bottom lane. Maybe there was one I missed, but for the most part they haven't gone in, and it's because they have no initiation. They need something like an ES or a Sand Sun to initiate things, and oh, it's Morphing, taking a heap of damage, right-click damage, forced to wave out. That is a good trade for iDeal, even not getting that kill, but they may get the kill on Crystal Maiden. Riptide, couple more right clicks. Oh, CM trapped in. The Frostbite under the tower. CM will go down. A couple more right clicks. It goes to SD. Can the ES get out? There's another fissure. The tower's not hitting the ES. One more right click, not going to come. Ancient Apparition will survive. Morphling, he waves in. He goes to Sunstrike. It's not going to land, I don't think. Morphling goes down. He gets himself a kill, but he goes down. Naga Siren on the run. Back to base. Has plenty of HP, though. Well, by plenty of HP, I mean enough to not be dead. That's all the HP you need in this trial lane, and that's all that really counts in this dogfight at bottom lane. It's do or die time, and iZone so far are on the back foot. They're looking for this winner at bottom. Frostbite, Nova, winner under the cold feet will last. He doesn't pop the winner, and he goes down. Ancient Apparition, Kel, the captain, picks up the kill with the help of the Crystal Maiden, being played by Atong. For those of you wondering who are these players, I will do my best to translate. It is Paul playing the Morphling, playing the carry role. Joven Sanity on the Invoker at mid lane. And then of course Yue, the side lane solo player for iZone, playing the Darkseer at top. We will have Invoker at mid. He's farming up well, 22, 23 creep kills. Templar Assassin with 28 though, not to mention the 18 denies. Level 6 against level 7. It's a full level difference between these two heroes. Oh my gosh, top lane completely misses. Sunstrike! Joven! This is what he's known for. This is the kind of plays you can expect to come out from him. He was losing the mid lane, but that's a tough matchup, but he makes up for it elsewhere. He hits the Sunstrike. Oh man. He's going to have a few more of those to come, that's for sure, especially if iZone are to win this game 1. They're going to need Joven to step it up. He needs to have some big plays. He needs some more of that. Joven Invoker, Joven Insanity. It's real, guys, it's real, and we are going to see aggression coming at bottom lane. They really want to get some more kills. Nagasong goes charging in. Where's the fissure? It needs to come. It's going to come. There needs a couple more right clicks. Shackle shot, one right click. They need at least a second. It's just enough damage. Here's a TP in. Who's it going to be? It's the Darkseer. Surges himself, looking maybe for a vacuum. It's only the Naga Siren. Naga Siren is only level 5. There's no chance for a sleep. Fissure is on cooldown for a bit longer. Morphling waves across. He doesn't get hit by the Fissure. He gets the kill on the Naga Siren. Big kills. Where are the Sunstrikes? This could be bad for iDeal if there's some Sunstrike coming in. They've brought Templar Assassin as well, but look at this Darkseer. He's so damn tanky. He's got a hood up. He's going to just Iron Shell himself and go running in. He probably has another surge coming up as well, but he doesn't want to go too far. He will if GM can land a nuke on the Windrunner. They may want to turn this around. This Iron Shell will do a lot of damage. Oh, the Shackle shot, not going to matter. Just a defensive one. Used to back things off, testing the waters once again. As bottom lane, things reaching a bit of a ceasefire. Both teams say, okay, we'll be back in 2 minutes. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Invoker TP's back mid, Templar Assassin goes back mid. They'll just continue farming unless there's an opening. Bottom lane, both teams low on HP, low on mana, low on regen. Look at all the bloodshed has meant these supports are not going to be getting up stuff like Boots very quickly. Apart from Winner, who's managed to get first blood, 3 kills. Arcane Boots on Winner, holy crap. ES though, he's the one struggling. The problem is you get the Magic Stick, that slows down your boots, but Magic Stick is so essential in this brawl at bottom lane. ES with no boots, CM with just a Magic Stick and no boots. And Ancient Apparition, Boots with 300 gold. Probably to get a Magic Stick of his own. We're going to see a Diver under bottom tower. Morphling with a Ring of Health up, giving him that HP regen. Naga Siren is struggling, does not have boots himself. He went to the full magic wand, doesn't have boots, doesn't have the ring of health. He's bought a lot of these sort of cheap but cost-effective items, but when you get too many, it means you don't get boots, but he will get a kill. They get another kill. It is on Atong. The Crystal Men getting a bit caught out of position. There's some great plays from this windrunner. They really made sure this windrunner got some fast arcanes, and that means they can just spam off the lane. They can just fissure power shot whenever there's arcane boots are up and then just, well, refill their mana. This arcane boot is going to win this trial lane for the Scourge team if iZone aren't careful. It's going to force Morphling back. It's going to force the supports back constantly because they just get harassed. They've got no HP regen left, and one item like that, an early arcane boost can make all the world of difference. As we will see. iDeal's up. The player in the top lane. We'll see if he will go down, which is not where up wants to go. He wants to keep on going up. The Crystal Main gank is coming in. Can they take him down? Darkseer Iron Shell is not really revealing his hand. He's playing as normally as possible, waiting for the opening. The problem is going to be, he can orb out. He's probably got a Dream Call up as well. The Vacuum is going to lead things off. Frostbite needs to start orbing it out. Darkseer will probably surge. There's a Sunstrike not going to land. Joven probably wanted to wait for that one. The orb out was going to come, or he either needed to wait or use it right off the bat. Because the orb out is never going to come. He has to wait for the orb to get as far away as possible without him going down. So he needed to use that Sunstrike either sooner or wait and try catch him after the orb out. Wasn't going to land. I don't think it had enough damage in it as well, but they are going to go for this tier 1 tower, which is very, very low. In fact, it's deniable. That's partly why CM is swinging top, even if they don't get a kill. CM is there to ensure they get this tower. Darkseer alone may have to see the tower get denied, but with CM there, Puck has to play so far back, so defensive. Templar Assassin going to send an illusion. That's just going to scare the CM. Ooh. Now bottom lane, Morphling. He's the one who wants to be at the front lines, despite needing to get farm. He needs to be the one taking it up in focus. Actually, bottom. I'm whispering because I believe it's a secret. And we're going to see whether or not it will pay off. It looks like it will. Chaos Meteor going to be coming. Naga Siren sleeps. I don't know if he spotted the Invoker or not. The Fissure goes in. AA going to get instantly KO'd. There's a Chaos Meteor. It hits nothing. The meatballs go running into the woods, for those of you who know the Australian fairy tale, but it's not going to matter, as they just get lost. It gets lost somewhere, and now it's going to be a return gate coming from iDeal. The traps are going to make sure they can keep these heroes slowed. Is there an ensnare? Crystal Main's probably going to be the target. Dream Call means they can catch up the Invoker as well. Deafening Blast. There is no Chaos Meteor. They get the kill on CM. Can they get the Invoker as well? He goes to the Ghost Walk. Puck may go looking for a nuke. He's not going to find it. He's not going to find it. Invoker manages to guess. Well, not so much guess the right way as Puck more or less guessing the wrong way. Invoker manages to avoid it. Courier goes down. iDeal get the kill on iZone's Courier. More gold going the way of the Thai team. iZone, the curse may be continuing. They are not looking good here in game number 1. Darkseer is farming up well, but all in all, this is iDeal with a slight lead early on. They're down a tower, iDeal, but it's iZone who are getting killed more often than not and also suffering in terms of farm. Morphling at bottom lane. Gonna have to wave himself out of this one by the looks of things. Oh no, he just tanks it up. He does end up waving just to help him get some farm as well as secure. Make sure he doesn't go down. Windrunner level 7. This Windrunner support has been the MVP. Level 7, not to mention the great buff. And that. Hello. Hello, Windrunner. Power shot and kills Paul. Paul is having a miserable time at bottom lane. He is just being completely forced out of this lane, completely harassed down. And I mentioned earlier, I'll mention again, Arcane Boots up in like 5 minutes is just the difference maker. And now a tier 1 tower. Looks like it's going to go down. Looks like it's going to go the way of iDeal. Where is the key heroes? They need Darkseer, they need the Invoker. The Vacuum combo with the Chaos Meteor. Oh, Shackle Shot not going to land. Chaos Meteor will go. The Vacuum back into the Chaos Meteor. That's the combo they're after. But it's just on one hero. They'd love to get that on 2 or 3 heroes in a big team fight. They get that on ES, Windrunner Puck with a Vacuum. Oh, ES. He's in a bit of a bad position here. He's going to get caught down. It looks like he will go down. Sunstrike not going to land. Joven, he hit one great Sunstrike at top, but since then they haven't been landing. And I mentioned he's going to need to step up his game. This is the grand finals. This is where you don't leave anything at home. You bring off everything off the shelf and more. Everything in the kitchen sink needs to be thrown into this game. And it is going to be a lot resting on Joven. Joven's shoulder on this Invoker. Darkseer UA's played a fantastic game so far. He's up to 1500 gold as well as having this hood. He's got plenty of farm and he's also contributing. He's TP'd in multiple times to this bottom lane. He's doing all he can to help with his team. Not to mention he's going to be contributing a wall of replicas soon to these team fights, which is another great spell to cause even more havoc in what is already a very chaotic game. Nagasiren going to go back and try get some farm. I mean, 43 CS at 14 minutes is great for a carry hero, but considering what happened at bottom lane, this is, well, a pretty happy Nagasiren. 2-1 with 43 creep kills. Just treads, but hey, just treads is, I mean, enough for Nagasiren. That's the bare basics, but sometimes the bare basics is more than what the opponents have. And in this case, it's more than what Morphling has, I feel. Morphling, 29 CS, boots and a ring of health. I mean, he's struggling. He's going for the Lincoln Sphere, but this Lincoln Sphere is going to be so ridiculously slow that by the time he gets it up, I don't know if it's going to really help keep him alive, and his next big item will come a whole lot after. I feel this may even be one of the games where you just go straight for the BKB even. Sure, you're up against him and stare, and there's stuff that goes through it, but you need that magic immunity. He's running with a mech as well now. iDeal. Oh man. They are absolutely dominating it up, and this is a win-runner support, guys. 19 CS, which is actually pretty decent considering what happened to bot lane. It looks like he kind of shared the CS with Nagasiren, because often Nagasiren was forced out of the lane or was just unable to go in for last hits, being a melee hero, so they gave him to the win-runner. This strategy from iDeal, where they're giving SD some farm, is meaning a world of difference. Arcane Boots mech, only level 7. He was level 7 a while now, but he'll look to keep on getting those levels. Dream Coil, Pipe Orbs in with the silence. BZ gets the kill. Templar Assassin, the right-click damage with those phase boots, and he's now up to 1k gold. We'll see him either go for that BKB build he likes, or maybe still go for the Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger, always a nice addition. But he is going to be a team. Sorry, he is going to be a hero that likes to get BKB. I mean, it's just one of his things. He goes for the BKB. More often than not, we will see the spam going in top lane. AA ultimate, the vacuum going to make sure it lands. There's no Iron Shell, no follow-up damage. Morphling doesn't want to go waving into that one. So much burst damage between a Fissure, Power Shot, and Templar Assassin meld damage. Not to mention a Puck Silence, which can prevent a wave out, a morph stats if he doesn't get it off in time. Plenty of spells that can prevent him, stop him in his track, so he does not want to go waving into that one, even with the well-placed AA ultimate, just almost to harass. But the problem is, well, they've got a mech. They just heal all that harass damage off. Invoker at mid, caught by an ensnare, dusted up. He's going to go down. BZ with the kill. And now the Tier 1 tower in all sorts of trouble. iZone on the back foot in more ways than one.
The player's forces are under attack.
They are just struggling to find an opening into this game. They can't seem to get any kills, even with this great combo. Darkseid now building towards a mech. He's almost got both mech and pipe. He can use his headdress either for the mech, finish off the mech, or the pipe. In fact, he's got this Bugler makes it look like he's going for a mech. And here's the setup. Nagasiren pops to sleep. They're not going to go in though. They use it to escape. They decide that it wasn't the opening they were after. They didn't have the puck. And without puck there, I think they did not want to make it go for it.
A player's forces are under attack.
And we're going to see whether or not iDeal have what it takes to be the first non-Filipino victor in GEST IDC for a long, long time. The only other team to do it has been Orange Esports, and that's, well, most people probably know Orange Esports, a very all-star lineup. You've got Mushi, Yamata, what am I talking about? Not KY. Yeah, KYXY. One of their sort of carry solo players. You've got Winter. You've got a very stacked lineup. You've got Ice on support, who's one of the most seasoned support players. You've got a stacked up all-star lineup, and they've only done it 1 month. Every other month has been a Filipino team coming out on top. iDeal representing Thailand, looking to change that, looking to make something happen here. And they are the ones with the lead here in game number 1 and playing some fantastic Dota. I really like what happened at bottom lane with them. They didn't have the strongest of tri lanes. They had Nagasiren just at the front line, spamming Riptide to get CS whenever possible. He's now gone into a very cheap, cost-effective build. Treads, Ring of Aquila, and a Vanguard. He hasn't got his Vanguard yet. He's got a Magic Wand. No, he has. He brought it out on the courier. Take that back. He's got, I mean, all his core items up. I mean, he may not even start building farming towards that Radiance because of the fact he farms slow. But with these core items up, he could even go for the Radiance because he's going to farm a lot quicker now because he's not really in danger of being ganked. He's got his core items up so that he can't get completely KO'd. Not to mention he's also got plenty of levels so he can use that Song of the Siren to always get out of a dangerous situation. Bottom lane, Invoker, just trying to farm. Invoker, 2-2 with 55 creep kills. He did okay in the laning stage as far as farm goes, but he has not had a huge Wombo combo Invoker day. Not the Joven Invoker that we're used to seeing. And now we're going to see a gank at bottom. He gets off the blink after the phase shift. They are going to scout him out. Can he orb out of this one? He's going to orb in. He's going to be aggressive. Nagasiren setting up the kill. Ancient Apparition going to completely melt. CM pops the ultimate. I don't think there's enough damage. Blink in. It looks like Templar Assassin decides no BKB. All about the blink. Sunstrike not going to land by the looks of things. Puck not taking too much damage. Surge out, trying to keep up with the Invoker. He's going to dodge the orb, but that doesn't matter because now he runs straight into an ensnare. Straight away from an ensnare, but there's no outrunning it. And a triple kill. TF. Nagasaran gets kill after kill after kill. And now it is going to be a very, very farm Nagasaran and plenty of space for iDeal to keep on getting more and more farm. Mech is up on the dark here, but he was not at those fights. Will only just give a surge to the Invoker and wander off back towards the mid lane. He wasn't there in time to help his team out. And that's a 3-man gank gone wrong. They just cannot gank this puck. This early blink dagger really working in his favor. Going to try push on up. They don't really want to go into that wall. I was about to say, I'm surprised they're going to keep on trying to push. Go through the wall. The Vacuum tried to make sure that they did, but they're going to back off for now. They're in no rush to keep on applying pressure. They've got some decent late game with the Nagasaran. Even heroes like Windrunner can scale well into the late game and can get some more farm. And it's not even about the late game, it's about the mid game. This late game has really been prolonged because of that aggressive silent bottom, meaning none of the heroes in this game are very farmed. The Darkseer is farmed, he's got 100 CS. He is the most farmed player in this game, I believe. 81 on Lanaya, 74 on Puck. 53 on Nagasaran, and then yeah, 98 on Darkseer, 62 on Morphling, 56 on Invoker. So yeah, Darkseer the most farm, but he's not a late game hero in some ways. He's not a late game carry. He's great in the late game, but not because of his carry potential, because of his utility, the vacuum wall combo. So as far as, the late game goes, it's not going to come for a while just because of how underfarmed every hero is. Because of all the action going on, and because of what happened at bottom lane with the tri-lane versus tri-lane, none of these heroes are very farmed. Nagasaran is having a slow time getting up any items. Same goes for the Morphling, who is probably one of the premier late game carry hero, but considering this Lincoln Sphere is still a long way off, he's a bit more than halfway there. He's got the Ultimate Orb, he's got the Ring of Health, he still needs the Perseverance and Lincoln Sphere recipe. He's about 2k gold off it. That's going to be up around the 24-25 minute mark, which is a very slow Lincoln Sphere. So, but for now, iDeal can afford to back off. Even if they don't think their late game can outcarry a Morphling, they can still just wait to get their core items up. Get the Desolator or a BKB on Templar Assassin. Get Windrunner up, his Necro Book or his 4-staff, whichever he wants to go. Get the Blink Dagger on ES, that's for sure. And would love to have his Blink Dagger up. He's up to 1k gold now. And it's really hard to push into this Darkseer. It's really hard to do so they don't want to do that. They are going to find themselves backing off at mid. Both teams are playing so cautiously. It's not cautious enough for KC. Kel, the captain, gets found, and it's BZ with a haste rune on that Linnea, doing so much damage if you run into him. Now you see him, now you're dead. That's what happens with Linnea. Pops out a melt, and you just melt. And it looks like it was going for some de-warding here. Sentry ward. This is two different teams, guys. Don't be confused by the names. Both teams sponsored by Gigabyte. As we'll see a blink in. Puck, just going to orb his way out. Forces Pipe and Mech. Wow, this Darkseer is rich, but like I said, not a late game carry. Not a carry at all. He's just a pure utility hero. He offers survivability to his team. He offers a great teamfight setup, but the damage has to come from elsewhere. Sure, his Wall of Replica with a vacuum can do some damage if there's the illusions allowed to do so, but teams can run away. You need follow-up disables, you need follow-up damage, and that's going to come from the Morphling, the AA ultimate, spells like these. But right now, these heroes have just not found their opening into this game. Invoker as well. I'd say as far as follow-up damage goes, it's all about the Invoker. The Chaos Meteor Deafening Blast, and we'll have to see if this goes to him. Mech and Pipe, they've got the Mech. That doesn't look like they're going to be building towards a Pipe, which I think is fine. They haven't really got a good hero to buy Pipe on, and I don't think... Sure, it's great against the Invoker combo, but it's a fairly expensive item. Mech is a lot more cost-effective. It's a lot cheaper, a lot more essential. It can always heal you up. Pipe, you can just back off and wait for the Pipe to wear off. iDeal up, 14 kills to 6. And now looking to extend that. Templar Assassin just roaming the enemy jungle, not even afraid here. Gonna run right into this Crystal Maiden. There's Sentries or Dust. AA ultimate gonna land. Oh, CM Freezing Field. Chaos Meteor, the wombo combo. That's the one. That was not even. Invoker coming in saying, yeah, I can help. I've got AoE. That was all the CM and AA. The two supports. The two supports are the ones who turn it on. iZone unable to find kills anywhere on the map, but it's the two supports, CM and AA, who make it happen. They find some kills, but well, elsewhere, iZone is still struggling. iDeal putting pressure onto this tier 2 tower at bottom. And meanwhile, mid lane, this tier 1 tower still up and standing. iZone have done a great job defending their towers. Neither team, both teams with just one tower, 25 minutes in. Neither team's going for pushes, neither team's going for big team fights. I mean, there's been some. I mean, there's been quite a few kills. I mean, 21 kills, about 1 kill a minute. Isn't shabby by any means, but it's still been long periods of passive play, long periods of teams looking for an opening and not finding those openings. They'll find a pick-off here or there, but it's never a pick-off which leads them into getting good pushes or actual making ground. I mean, you don't see a kill or two, a one team fight, and then 2 towers dropping. Like, they push a tier 1 and then a tier 2 right after. It just hasn't happened, and I do correct myself. iDeal has actually taken 2 towers, more than 1. iZone, you've only taken 1. So iDeal are up by a tower. And possibly another tower soon if they can get this tier 1 mid tower, which is very, very low. Bottom lane. Sorry, bottom river. Big old Roshan getting found out. He is going to drop fairly quickly here. Melt, refraction, plenty of ways to take him down. Puck going to tank some of it up. Templar Assassin with a regen rune, probably no, he does end up cancelling that. And here comes Nagasiren, the hero who wants to take the Aegis. Nagasiren, what's been bought? Diffusal maybe? Diffusal Blade. No Radiance this game, no super carry Nagasiren. This is going to be pure Diffusal. Going for more sort of cheaper, easy to build items. First the Vanguard Treads, the Wand, I mean the Ring of Aqua, all these items, easy to build. You get the more cheaper components, they really benefit you nice and early. You're not investing in a big item and then suffering while you have to farm it. It allows Nagasiren to be a lot more useful in the early to mid game. Slightly less powerful in the late game and slightly less farmed in late game. The Radiance gives you a huge late game, but your early and mid game suffer. So Nagasiren recognizing the importance of this early game and going for these cost effective items. And so far it's paying off. Gotta say, iDeal in a fantastic position as a result. iZone are banking on this Morphling. They've done it before. Guys, in the pre-game, during the draft, I mentioned iZone got to this grand finals. First in the semi-finals, they took down, oh my gosh, I'm gonna completely forget this. They took down Hurt Me Not. Apparently, I didn't see that game. Hurt Me Not got beaten in a very convincing fashion. In the quarterfinals, iZone managed to beat inv-red. Now, from the end of it, which I saw, as well as what I heard, it was a game where inv-red were well ahead early on. inv-red were the ones leading, similar to what we're seeing here, I guess, in some ways. But then a Morphling with a Divine Rapier brought it back. This Morphling, though, Lincoln Sphere up, and he's dead. 1 or 2 more right clicks. ES even dropping the ultimate. ES, NN. That's worth it, man. Make sure you get the Morphling, pops the ultimate, gets the kill. And now, Paul on the back foot. iZone trying to get themselves a tower, unable to even do that. But it was a super fun Morphling that got iZone a comeback. He got a late game Divine Rapier. It went for sort of like 70 minutes. And we're going to see if that can happen again. But right now it's iDeal getting kill after kill. CM gets stunned, doesn't get the freezing field off for too long. Invoker trying to use his AoE as well as possible. Gets the carry, gets the Nagasiren. They're going to lose puck at the same time. And now it's a 2-for-2 trade. But that was a 2-for-1 team fight at mid. It was a Morphling who was already dead. And now the chase is on, they want more, they may try to get this winner, no vacuum in as of yet. Ghost Scepter is up for the Darkseid just to help deal with that Linnea right click damage. And look at this Darkseid just brawling it out, fighting the winner and head on. There's a 4-stop up, the tower will go down. It looks like AM Invoker does pick it up. Joven with himself, gets himself a tower. Darkseid, well, he gets sort of a chain stunned here. He hasn't got any of his mechs or pipes up right now, but it's not going to matter. Sunstrike, Joven's sanity takes out SD, the Windrunner goes down, and now they want the ES as well. Darkseid is still alive. He's got a Ghost Scepter if he needs to block some right clicks. Blocking right clicks from an ES. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. AA ultimate. Oh, the regen rune. He manages to dodge it by the looks of things. He's still regenning? Perma regen? No, it's just buggy. No, it's not buggy. Okay, no, he cancels it by using a bottle charge, and now he blinks on over. He's chasing. He wants the AA. iZone have found a bit of an opening. They've managed to win somewhat of a team fight. They still have to deal with this Templar Assassin who hasn't aged. Frostbite from the CM, trying to keep the AA alive. The Urn Charge keeps him alive. That half a second of Urn heal really kept him alive, but now Puck goes blinking in. Gonna get the AA, and now CM in all sorts of trouble. Mech and Pipe gonna try and save the CM. Oh, 10 HP. He can't leave the Jet Dream Call or he will die. Actually, maybe not. He could have left the Dream Call. I think Pipe was on him, but he didn't want to. He didn't want to stun himself and take the damage. I think he thought he would die, but the Pipe could have negated that damage. And now Darkseid taking off the Aegis. There's a vacuum. They want this Templar Assassin. Wave in. One more right click. The kill goes to Paul. The Morphling needs those kills. He needs the farm. And we're going to see Morphling get him there. He's got the Lincoln Spear, he's got a Boots of Velvet Skin. Maybe to start building his Yasha Manta, or maybe just with some treads, because right now he needs anything he can get. Elsewhere at top lane, iDeal. Tier 2 tower, they will claim. iZone. Can they start a comeback? It's going to have to be all Morphling. It's going to be the Morphling show if they do have a comeback here. If they win this late game, it's all about the Morphling. I would be absolutely astonished if we saw another Divine Rapier, guys, but this is a grand finals. Anything happens. Speaking of anything, Jove Insanity, the AoE combo. Gets one, gets two, both going his way. He's got the force up, he's got the blink, he gets himself a double kill. Joven on the Invoker, absolutely ripping apart the duo at mid. 3 kills go iZone's way, 14 to 19. iZone get a string of good fights and now find themselves within spitting distance. They are much closer all of a sudden. They are no longer fighting for their survival in game number 1. They probably feel they've got a bit of a hold. They've got some openings. They can fight. Nagasarn hasn't gone for a super late game build. It's gone for this Diffusal Blade, and that may come back to hurt him. We're going to see Nagasarn go in on the AA. Pops the Diffusal charge. In fact, AA will go down. Needs a Ghost Scepter, man. Ghost Scepter is the way to get out of that spell. And now, oh, the Frostbite. Nagasarn, oh, will be okay. The Iron Shell. Make sure he gets out of range of the Iron Shell before he TPs. And so we will see him get the hell out of there. Nagasarn narrowly escaping death. Like those kids in Final Destination, somehow escaping death at the end, man. It's absolutely cheating death, but hey, if you can do it, why not? Nagasarn is the best here to do it with. And now Darkseer does it himself. EOS Fissure comes in a bit too late. Had plenty of HP, but if that Fissure lands, well, he's in all sorts of trouble. He's going to have to be playing an amazing race to get away from the chasing heroes. And right now, the wall of iZone is holding strong. iDeal are struggling to find a way to break through it. They just can't get on through. They can't get through. It's by sheer perseverance that iZone are holding on. I mean, they're still well in this game. It's 14 to 20 at the moment. Nagasarn Illusions. 1, 2, 3. Real one. Nope, not real one. I was already looking at the real one. What am I talking about? 1 at each camp. He pops the Riptide. It hits all 4 camps. Great way to farm as Nagasarn. Some incredible micro from TF. Really great play from him. And well, he doesn't even finish off all the camps, but he gets it down. He can send off another set of illusions. Continue to work on it. TF level 15 now. Really farming well. There's that Darkseer. He's going to actually replicate at mid. That's is this a permanent Iron Shell or is that just a graphical thing? I'm not actually sure. I don't think Darkseer actually Iron Shelled it up. But it looks like, no, it does wear off. He did Iron Shell it up, and there we go. Once again, 1 illusion to each camp. Here's the real one. It's taking a double stack. The illusions is taking 1 camp each, and it's accelerating his farm. It's getting a huge amount of farm. Speaking of farm, there's a kill. Let's not seek a farm. Let's speak of kills. BZ, the Templar Assassin, a very important hero for the Gigabyte team. The Gigabyte team. Which is the Gigabyte team? We're all the Gigabyte team. Both teams are Gigabyte. The iDeal team. iDeal with the Templar Assassin getting picked off has gone for a Desolator. Didn't go for the BKB, which I'm saying BZ. Game after game has gone straight BKB. Has it sometimes even skipped Blink Dagger to BKB. This game, he decides Blink Dagger first, then Desolator, and, well, he's getting picked off. This is the one game where he may regret not going for that BKB. Top lane. Morphling. Diffusal Blade is actually a useful item against Morphling. If you get him, if his wave's on cooldown and you get an ensnare off him, well, those illusions will drain his mana and drain it fast, which is going to be a very, very annoying thing for him. Nagasarn, Cold Snap. The medium misses though. And we will see once again. Song of the Siren, TP out. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Nagasarn now level 16, and guess what, guys? 45 seconds and that ultimate is back up. It's a 1-minute cooldown. It's ridiculously short. And the power of that will be shown as Nagasarn can just pretty much farm anywhere on the map. And then just TP out, TP home. And then you go back to a new lane, and by that point your ultimate is almost back. You're not in any danger. As Nagasarn going for a pure survivability, pure tanking build. Has picked up a Reaver. Both teams so tense right now. The Grand Finals, guys. This is the GEST IDC August Grand Finals game number 1 for those of you just tuning in. I am GoDz from GoDz Gamers. And we are going to see whether or not iZone Gigabyte can break the curse. It's going to be Joven in mid lane getting found out. Can he blink? He's going to take 1 more right click damage. It's enough to get the kill on him. Templar Assassin, who has an Ogre Axe now, building that BKB I mentioned. Really wants to get a BKB now before they fight. Maybe Puck as well. Some great farm on him. Up with an Ultimate Orb as well as a Blink Dagger and Treads. Really farming well. TP towards the top lane. They're going to just sort of push back this Morphling. Morphling's up to 3.2k gold. Almost enough for his Eagle Song if he wants to go for that for the Ethereal Blade. He may want to get that up. Darkseer, what are you going for? I was about to say, don't tell me you're going for an Ethereal Blade. That would just completely astonish me. But he's going to pick up a point boost. So Aghanim Scepter is up in 70 gold. Okay, it's in 70 gold, but that's going to be no time whatsoever. As Templar Assassin with a haste ring does get found by a Darkseer, but immediately scurries away. And Morphling, where is he going to go? Is it going to be the Eagle Horn into an Ethereal Blade? I feel it will be. There's your Eagle Horn. Does he get the Ethereal Blade, or does he say, nope, I'm going for a Butterfly? I don't think Butterfly is the way to go here. Sure, evasion against heroes like Templar Assassin can be useful, but there's so many disables that there's just so many other ways to kill him. It's not physical damage, that's the problem. It's always going to be the nukes and disables. Sure, it makes it sound, and that's why he's got the Lincoln Sphere to survive. I mean, it's not going to be physical damage which you need the evasion for. He wants the shotgun so he can take those heroes out before they kill him. It's kill or be killed. And Morphling wants to be the biggest killer out there by getting this Ethereal Blade. And we're going to see what's going to happen next. Roshan has respawned, and iDeal will spot this one out. They've got the trap there on the Roshan pit. They know when it's back. They know when it's up and kicking, and oh man, this is two big items coming up very soon. Heart of Tarask for the Naga Siren. We'll leave this up in just a second now. Oh no, still needs a recipe. BKB coming up soon as well for the Templar Assassin. Just needs some Mithril Hammer, so 1k gold on Linnea as well as Naga Siren. I feel iDeal as far as item progression goes. They're the ones leading the way. Darkseer has an Aghanim Scepter, but he's not the late game scary monster. Sure, Axe will be great against some of these heroes, but it's not going to be a massive threat. It's all about the Morphling. They need Morphling getting these 2-3 big items, and right now he's only got the one. He hasn't got his Ethereal Blade up yet. He's almost got it, but even after then, Morphling's a hero who needs to outfarm everyone else on the map. And he's going to have the E-Blade up in about 700 gold. We'll see where he wants to go from there. AA Ultimate is going to go into the Roshan pit. Overshoots it by a little bit. It doesn't actually do the landing damage. As Roshan, the Aegis, will go into the hands of Naga Siren, who does have that Song of the Siren if needed to get out of there. Bit of lag coming out though. iZone, Gigabyte, all over the place. I feel like this is going to be like a tongue twister for the rest of the evening, for the rest of the Grand Finals. This is just game one, guys. This is a best of 3. Grand Finals for the GESC IDC, always best of 3. And just game number 1. iDeal with a slight advantage as far as farm goes. Not to mention just a strategic one. They get themselves the Aegis. They've got slightly bit of map control. They've got a really strong hero composition. I mean, this Naga Siren Sleep can be used to help to help Puck get into position. Not to mention the ES as well. I mean, he's got the Blink Dagger. He doesn't have to rely on that. But having Puck and just heroes catch up. I mean, they can have 2 or 3 heroes sort of leading the way, looking for hero kills, and then they pop the Naga Siren ultimate while other heroes catch up. There's so many strategic uses for this Song of the Siren. And then there's the oh so obvious Song of the Siren, TP out. The escape mechanism is a fantastic spell to have, and this is why Naga Siren takes the first pick and is such a top hero in the current metagame. And I mean, I mentioned last game, it was played last game by Mineski when they won the 3rd place decider against Hurt Me Not. I had not seen it in 2 or 3 months. It's been banned out every month, every tournament, every match almost, but 2 games in a row it's let through, and I do not expect to see Naga Siren in either of the next 2 games of this Grand Finals, assuming we have 3 games. I say that like I know it's going to be 3 games. It's like one of those slip-ups when you're casting when you're mentioning a replay, like, oh, this is the first game out of the best of 3, so we'll have 2 more games coming up. Well, this is live, guys. We don't know how many games there's going to be. We're going to have to see whether or not this game will, this series will go to a 3rd game. Last month, as well as the past couple months, it has gone to a 3-game best of 3 series for the Grand Finals. Most of the time, it's just 2 teams who are too close to call. Last month, it was Pacific.Emaxx and iZone. The month before, it was Pacific.Emaxx and iZone. The month before that, I believe it was MSI and iZone. So iZone iZone have been in the Grand Finals 3 months in a row, if memory serves me correctly, as well as, I believe, a 4th Grand Finals a while ago. Maybe not the month before that. My memory, not completely flawless, but it is decent. Alright. Have to see a bit of a pause coming out, guys. Ready is the call. Looks like iDeal. One of their players was taking a quick restroom break. And we're going to see whether or not they have what it takes. Whoop. iZone ready. They're keen to go. iDeal say, no, not ready yet. Not ready yet. Who is going to take this serious? Guys in the chat, how is everyone doing? How are you guys enjoying the Gigabyte gaming? This is Gigabyte versus Gigabyte in the Gigabyte tournament. It is a all Gigabyte affair. And for those of you who want to win some Gigabyte stuff, head on over to GhostGamers.net. We're doing some Gigabyte hard drive, not hard drive, I don't think, no. Gigabyte motherboards, graphic cards, as well as mouse and keyboard giveaway in our Ghost event. So check that out, guys. We are going to see big team fight. The Aghanim Scepter wall. Is it going to be enough? Dark's here. Look at the damage output. Look at the damage output. He does more than the Naga Siren does somehow. I thought Naga Siren was going to come out on top of that one. Naga Siren just going to TP home maybe. No, it doesn't have a TP. Really looking at this Darkseer. Wants this Darkseer. Oh, lining up the shackle shot. Lands it perfectly. Power shot. Templar Assassin TPs. Blinks in. Sorry, not TPs. Blinks in. Gets one. Gets two. What a shackle shot. Fissure and Linnea with the right click damage. He's still chasing the Morphling. Morphling already saying some more. Really wants to get to that high ground. Does wave on up there. He's going to go on the run here. Going to just TP home. Doesn't get found yet. Will not get found. Will TP out. Naga Siren chasing Ancient Apparition. Ancient Apparition just with regular boots. Needs to hug the tree line. Nope, he detours. He goes to the tree line, then he sort of scurries back. Diffusal gets used. Naga Siren pops the mirror images, and now this will be the end of the Ancient Apparition. Nice knowing you, man. We'll go down. Now it's mid lane. We'll have to take a quick look at where the push is going on. iDeal want to go in. They want to go for this. They feel like this is their chance. This is where they can. iZone with 4 down. iDeal going high ground, going for the tier 3 towers. They want the racks. They want this game 1 of the grand finals. They want the first GEST IDC championship for a team from Thailand. They are looking to do it. They are going to get this tier 3 tower by the looks of things. It gets very low. The Desolator Mind's Armor making sure they can get it even faster. You can try to clear out this group and focus fire being dropped on the rack. Templar Assassin wants to start right clicking as well. Naga Siren with the illusion. They want that Mind's Armor. So much right click damage. 4-staff in, and I think an enemy actually 4-staffed him in there. Actually, well, his own 4-staff on cooldown as we will see the racks go down. 38 minutes, 48 seconds. iDeal find themselves up with a melee barracks. iZone. They've done it before. Can they do it again? They need to start staging a bit of a comeback now. They are the ones down the racks. They're the ones on the chase here. They want this Naga Siren vacuum to the high ground. No sleep out for 40 seconds. He did just use it in the base there. It is a 60-second ridiculously short cooldown. Not going to be needed though. They're not going to be able to keep up. They're not going to be able to catch up to him at all. As we will see, iDeal picking up some great teamfight items here. Look at this Windrunner. Pure utility. Mech, Arcane Force up, and now it's Ancient Django of Endurance. 2.6k gold. Could see something like a Necrobolt. Even the Vlads, get the auras. Keep on stacking those auras. If you're going to be continually teamfighting and pushing, get some more auras. Keep it coming. And we'll have to see whether or not that's going to be enough to break through the wall. The Great Wall of iZone. So far, it's proven to be possible. They found cracks. They found ways to slip through. Sneak through the grains. And it is going to be Puck. Oh, needs to be careful. Vacuum in. Gets found by the Darkseer. Even pops the Dream Gold. Just help himself get away from that. There's no follow-up damage. Only the Darkseer there. Don't think he was in too much danger there, the Puck. But decides to play it safe. Doesn't know who else may be following him up. There's Puck getting close to a sheepstick of his own. I mean, look at iDeal. Sure, iZone have heroes who can maybe turtle out and defend, but look how much farm all these heroes are getting. Naga Siren has a Heart Diffusal Vanguard. Puck is getting close to a sheepstick. BKB, Desolator, Blink. Not to mention 1300 gold. That's the other thing. Oh, and they're going to find the Darkseer. Is there enough damage? There's a Blink in from the Invoker. Needs to be careful. The Blink in means he doesn't have it to escape if he needs to. Naga Siren is chasing. They want to pop an ultimate soon to help wait for his teammates to catch up. Ethereal Blade. They go to the shotgun. It's on Naga Siren, but look at this Naga Siren. 300 HP. Still alive and ticking. Has the heart too. Vacuum back in. There's your Naga Siren. Song of the Siren. And it's only Atong, the Crystal Maiden, the only casualty. Nagasaran still on the run. Does have a TP up. It's on cooldown. Was that a... That was an adaptive strike which did no damage. He was on all strength. The Sunstrike is going to miss. And look at this. About 100 HP per second. The HP regen is ridiculous with the heart. And they're not going to be able to get the Nagasaran. They may try to go for some of these other heroes. They're going to find the Templar Assassin. He goes invis. Is there any vision? He's going to blink out. He's going to blink out and he may just live. Can they catch up to him? AA ultimate. The refraction. It's not going to be enough. They get the kill. It's the Captain Kell who makes sure of it. Ancient Apparition securing it. Invoker on the chase now. And this is going to be iZone looking to strike back. But what they do have to deal with is this Nagasaran. Nagasaran who says, well, I'm going to force you guys to TP back. You guys cannot push because I'm going to get your tier 3 tower. I'm going to get your top racks if you're not careful. And look at this. 5 seconds and the ultimate is back up. Nagasaran has a Song of the Siren and can just use that and then TP. And that's what we're going to see here. Song, TP. 60-second cooldown. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh man. CM at mid. Atong just spamming off the wave as well as possible. And we're going to see Darksim marching mid. He's one who's had a fantastic game. Heaps of farm, but well, if only he was a carry. If only he was an anti-major and Morphling. He's got 200 CS. I believe that's still the highest in the game. Oh, Morphling has overtaken him by 1. I say that as Morphling takes the lead. Over on the skirt side, 164 on Linnea, 130 on Puck, 140 on Nagasaran. They're behind in CS, but well, they're up ahead in terms of Raxes. That's what counts. Not to mention, they're the ones applying more pressure. They're the ones really looking to seal the deal, apply that crushing blow, and win this game. Going to be up to a few key heroes like this Invoker, as well as the Darkseid, just to hold out. The Wall of Replica, the Ice Wall, the Wall of iZone. The walls need to be applied, need to be strong, need to be there and sturdy. They can't break, they can't falter, not now. Else iDeal will take game number 1. They will find themselves with a 1-0 lead. And they'll be in a very, very confident position going into game number 2 in this grand finals. Darkseid still just continuing to farm. That's all they can really afford to do here, unless they find an opening for a pickoff. Puck, Sheepsick is up. Winner as well, making her way down in the bottom lane. And well, building another Sheepsick. Sheepsick after Sheepsick. That's the name of the game, and they're surging in. They're looking for pickoffs. Immediate. Blink out. Force ups out. They're using all that mobility to get the hell out of there. Recognizing that Nagasaran was top, iZone looked to strike. They knew that there was only 2, maybe 3 heroes at bottom. They go surging in. The 3rd hero is only just joined up now. But they can't catch him. Puck, too elusive, too slippery. Even Windrun with the 4-star, as well, combo that with the phase boost and the Windrun, pretty much unkillable. And now with ES here as well, they've got some backups. They've got the defensive vision and they've got a Blink Echo Slam. Should the Central side group up and provide him that opening to get off that big combo. But really, all iDeal want is this last tier 2 tower. They're not worried about finding a fight. They're not worried about finding a nice little trade. They just want to get a tower and lose nothing in return. Not give up any kills. If they come and defend, they'll back off. They won't give up kills. They won't give up death just for the tower. They get the tier 2. Nagasaran just going to continue chipping away at this top tier 3 with some illusions, sending in illusions every now and then. Templar Assassin is going as well. Do some nice damage with this BKB now. It's slightly less danger. It's a split push. 2 top, 3 bottom. And Nagasaran just in the front lines with his heart. Tanked it up so well. The Templar Assassin, the Desolator, the damage, they get the tier 3 tower. iZone just unable to defend. You can't have a wall to defend all 3 lanes. Maybe they can defend 1 lane. They can set up the wall in one place, but this wall is not mobile whatsoever, whereas iDeal have such a great mobile lineup, such a great split push, and iZone are finding themselves struggling to defend all the pushes coming in. They just wish it was a 5v5 teamfight where they could use this Darkseid Wall of Replica with the Invoker AoE, but it's just not happening. It's not coming their way. They've got to deal with the split push. They've got to deal with what's in front of them, and, well, I don't know if their heroes have what it takes to deal with that split push. They need Morphin to get 6 slotted here, and he's only got Linken's and Ethereal Blade. He needs his next big items. He needs Scardy, Butterfly, Satanic. He needs these big items. He needs all 3 of those, and, well, he's a long way off, to say the least. CM gets down very low. Looks like did venture out very